Okay, so we're going to create IK on the legs of our character. We're not going to put it on our arms, although it is common to put it on an arm. And what IK does is it allows a set of joints, the parent joints, to move without moving the child joint. And this is really handy for like walking. So your center of gravity or your cog joint needs to be able to move without your feet moving, which are planted on the ground. That's how you walk, right? So we're going to enable that real quick. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to create a little control, a foot control. And this is the beginning of our actual, control structure of our rig. So I'm going to go to Create, NURBS Primitive, Circle. And I'm going to show my polygons again, and I'm going to position this around the foot of my character. So I'm going to hold down V to snap it to that ball joint. I'm going to switch into component mode. I'm going to deselect the question mark so I'm not seeing that rotate axis. And I'm going to select all these CVs. The CVs are the same as vertices. It's just a NURBS object uses CVs and polygonal objects use vertices. Okay. You can blame that on the scientists who do the research for this sort of stuff. So, and I'm going to position these around using whatever means that I have to try to make something that looks like a shape, the shape of a foot. Okay, and it doesn't have to be terribly precise. I'm just kind of I don't know. I like them to look nice, but it's kind of my thing, I guess. Okay, so that's my control. Okay, and I need to rename this. When you're doing rigging, you want to rename stuff right away. So I'm going to call this foot _ left _ control. I'm going to delete history on it so I can get rid of this input, the make NURB circle input. Go to edit, delete by type history. And now I'm ready to start creating IK handles. To create IK handles, you'll want to go to the skeleton menu and IK handle tool and click on the option box. And the type that we want to create is called the rotate plane solver. Okay, and you just have your attributes set just like this. They're not even worth explaining. They're just always this way. Okay, and then you click on the root joint that you want to be controlled, and then you click on a child of that root. It could be a few generations removed. So in this case, the ankle, and it creates an IK handle. Okay, so let's go ahead and rename that to our leg _ left _ IK handle. Okay, now we can parent this to our control. Here's our control. So I'm going to middle mouse click that and drag it to our control. And now, if I move this control, the IK handle is going to move also because it's a child of it. And that leg moves, the joints move, and rotates because the IK handle does. Now, but more importantly, if I were to grab the cog joint and move it, at least the ankle of the character stays put. Okay, so that's what we really wanted. Now, but you notice the foot rotates. We don't want the foot to rotate either. Okay, so let's undo a few steps, get it back to its default location. And now all we have to do to fix this next part is create IK for these other two sets of joints, the rest of the foot, basically. So again, we'll go to the skeleton menu, IK handle option box, and this time we want to use a single chain solver. And we'll click the ankle, and then we'll click the ball of the foot. Okay, so this is the ball IK. We'll rename it. For the left side. Okay, I'm going to middle mouse and drag that to my same control. Okay, now I need to do that one more time, so I'll just press Y on my keyboard to reuse the last tool. And now this is the toes IK handle for the left side. So I'm going to rename this. And parent that to this control. Now I don't need the animator to be able to see these. So I'm going to hide those. And now if I select this NURB circle, my foot control, I can move around the foot and the joints of the foot will stay perfectly flat. And that's nice. So I can plant it on a surface. And the foot will stay flat on the ground. Okay, even if its parent joints are moving around. Okay, so there's one last thing we'll cover real quick. And sometimes we need to be able to redirect the knee. Right? So if I rotate this, I can point the knee a little bit, but it can kind of get messy. And see how the knee flips out when I go too high? Let's see if we can't fix that. Okay, and either way, we need to be able to change the direction the knee points. So to do that, we're going to create a locator. So if we go to the Create menu, Locator, we're going to parent that to the knee. We need to find our knee for the left side. Then I'm going to zero all this information out here, the translate and the rotate. I'm going to rename this to the knee. Actually, I'll just delete all that. And say we'll call this the knee underscore L underscore pole vector. Okay. Now we can unparent that, and we'll parent it to our foot control. And I'm going to move it forward from the knee. Okay, so straight in front. Now, I want to tell this IK handle for the leg to point at this. And that's how we're going to be able to control for sure where the leg points to. Okay, give us a more accurate control. So with the knee left pole vector selected, I'm going to shift select to add the leg IK handle in. Then I'm going to go to constrain, pole vector,